think that
yes.
is enough time for the people. So no, don't worry about if new people is coming. We will admit to the session. The floor is yours. Thank you very much for the organization of this very attractive session. And please, the floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you for this session, because I think this is one of the interesting session for me. The session focus on the IT solution for medical units. I think this is the hottest time for such solution, because we have a COVID time and there is a lot of projects which focus on the telemedicine. I would like to introduce myself. I am the professor of the University of Łódź and the Marketing Research Department. And also I would like to invite to this session two key presenters. Mr. Sebastian Kawczyński, who is the leader of the SubHub company, IT company, which developed the platform and supporting for the process of the diagnosis and the treatment of hypertension, which can be applied in hospitals and institutes, research institutes. The second presenter is Lidia Kalińska-Dłabik. Mrs. Lidia is the senior specialist in the Department of the Cooperation and the Research and Development, one of the biggest research institute in Poland, Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital Research Institute. This is also the second biggest hospital in Poland, which focus on the children market and the pregnancy women. I think that we can discuss the crucial issue concerning the IT solution, which can be introduced in the platform, which can be introduced on the markets with applying in the hospitals, in the health sector, e-health sectors. Can I invite Mr. Sebastian Kawczyński as a presenter and ask him for the presentation and a few words about the solution, the platform, which he manages with. Sebastian, can you?
Yes, hello. I'm already here. I'm sorry for that I was a little late, but now I can hear you and I can see you, and I hope that you can also see me.
Yes, I can see you.
Great.
It's nice to hear you, and it would be, I think, very fruitful for our presenters that you describe the IT solution for the hospitals, for the sector, e-health sector, because I think this for all of us, this is a very top topic, and we are interested in your presentation. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. One moment, I will try to show you my little presentation. Okay, one moment, please. I'm looking for that. One moment. I'm sorry, I have a lot of windows here. One moment.
During that time, maybe I tell you.
I'm very sorry. I need 15 seconds.
Okay, shortly maybe about the project. This project is connected with the Polish Mother's Memorial Hospital Research Institute. This is why we thought that it would be very interesting that we show you the connection between the business and the research institute and of course the hospital, because this is a real project which we try to implement in the Polish Memorial Hospital Research Institute and the hospital, because research institute consists of the two parts. The one part, this is a research and development part. A second one, this is a clinical part, which focus on the hospital and the e-sector. The project is named MediPlanner, and this is for the participants which are waiting for the presentation.
Tego nie widać, tak? Dobra. Okay. The problem is that I have some troubles with finding the presentation here. I'm sorry. I don't use Microsoft Teams usually, but I will try to solve it during the presentation. For now, I will try to present the project without the presentation. I have, first of all, I will try to present a problem. So we would like to help cardiologists in diagnosis and plan of treatment for the people who have problems with hypercholesterolemia and hypertension. And it's research project. So I would like to present what I can say. We can say success, but also problems we faced realizing this project. And the plan is that we wanted to use medical data collected by our partner, which is public hospital, and at the same time scientific institute for medical area, and use machine learning technology to help to support doctors with recommendation regarding diagnostics and treatment. And in general, such a tools could be very useful. But we have, because we cooperate with with the hospital, which has very big experience and very high competences level. If we create such a tool, it can be used also by other hospitals with other doctors, other not specialized on this field. And thanks to that, doctors can have support with actual medical standards in such a situation that they have to give diagnosis for the case and also prepare the treatment. Even in our hospital, our doctors, which we cooperate with, told us that it can be helpful when they see standards giving plan of the treatment to the person which they take care of. So, but especially it could be useful for other hospitals. So the result of the project, what problems we have to solve. It's not only the analysis of the data and preparing this machine learning tool for recommendations, but also communication with HIS system, because in general in medical institutions there is a lot of one of the biggest issues is to prepare not only project which can do something valuable, but also to prepare this project like this that it can be really used in hospitals, even in one hospital. It's not evident that it will work fine, even if it work fine in general. So, and one of the issues was integration with this HIS system, which doctors use in their work in their everyday work. The biggest problem which we, and in general, we are at the last stage of the project. We have 3 months to the end, and we see that the result, for sure we will prepare a tool which will be useful somehow, but we also faced problems which we can describe. We can I would like to say that next project, for sure, we will be able to prepare better, and also because we understand much better how hospital work and how and what problems which we didn't know before we started this project we have to solve now. One problem is the data. It's always, because in machine learning, the most important issue is to have good data. If you have good data, and we need a lot of it. So if you have a lot of good data, you have a really good chances for making a good project. And with data, there are always problems, because the problem is standardization. Usually, in general, medical data are used to cure people, not only to make scientific research. It's not like the doctor is a person who uses it to make people healthy, not to make it always the same way, to take care of coherency of this data and other issues like this. So for us it's a problem, because machine learning tools like good data, I mean always the same condition, the same type of data, standardization, all those things, if we have to do with such a data in which we have some disorder or something, which always happen, this is the big issue. And sometimes it's very difficult to be solved. Another issue, it's medical procedures, because what is very important in this project, we worked with text data, especially the description about the patient and recommendation, which doctor gives to the patient when he sees him. So it's not standardized. We used our method to do it, and we have some successes, but we also can see that there are very different approaches to the issue, and it makes it causes some, how to say, problems in purposes of the project. Another issue is medical procedures, because what is very often forgotten by the companies like ours, that doctors and hospitals, medical institutions, they make a treatment to the people, not collect data. And data is always on the second or third place. On the first place, they would like to cure people. So very often procedures, doctors just use procedures to make people healthy, not to, how to say, to make a real picture of the reality. I don't want to go to the details because it's very detailed problem, but this is real problem for the companies like ours. And that's why it's necessary to concentrate in preparing such a project. It's very important to concentrate on such a data which can be well prepared and can be because not always reality is very important in such a data. Sometimes we can say we can say that there are some convention of communication between, for example, doctors and state governmental institutions which finance this hospital or something. And another issue in general which we have problem with is financing. In Poland we have very good projects, very good grants for innovation projects in medicine, but it's still it could be better from the financial point of view for realizing really innovation projects. So what else I would like to say? Maybe it was such a short description of the project, short impressions from the process of realization, and if we will have a minute more for me after, when I will solve my problems with Microsoft Teams, I could show you the presentation. It's not like this that I've read it. I prepared on the presentation. There are some informations which I decided not to speak about. So I guess that it could be also useful, and I'm very sorry again that I'm not able to show it now. But if I will have a minute more, maybe another person will say something. If there is a plan that not only me will have a presentation, but also other people, maybe I will be able to show it later, if you don't mind.
Okay, but I have a few questions concerning the project. Could you tell us, do you mind telling us the crucial benefits for your company and for the public organization and the crucial added value of this project? Because of course it is very difficult for the companies to cooperate with the institute. By the way, with the public institutes, as you mentioned, there is a lot of barriers and so on. Crucial benefits for you as a manager, as a representative of the business, and of course for the partner.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So as I said, for the company it's easy. For the company it's easy because we will have a new innovative project, and our plan is to implement it on the market, and we believe that it's possible to sell it and earn money and develop this project, develop other stages of this project. Maybe one additional information, that because it's always another issue which we have to solve in such a project. In this project, our goal is 6 TRL. I mean that we will have prototype, not product for the market. So we will be able to realize this goal, which I set for our company, implement it into the market and develop it, earn money, and develop very innovative project. When we will realize another stage of the project, first we have to find money for this, to develop the project from 6 TRL till 9. For our partner, in fact, our partner will use this tool without paying for this, and will participate in incomes on this project later when we will implement it to the market. But I think that so this is the deal between us, between institute and our company, that we will share financial profits from it, and also we will deliver this project to our partner. They will use it. But I would like to say that, in fact, another party which will have a type of institutions which will have benefits, it's other hospitals, because somehow, especially our partner is engaged in development of this project, and in this case our partner gave a lot, not took a lot. But for when we will develop it and implement it into the market, it will be like this, that many hospitals which are lower level of competences on this field, cardiology in general, will use knowledge of our partner and will be able to provide better services to patients. And this is the main issue, that in fact somehow we will just together, we will be able, our partner and our company, but also our clients, we will be able together to deliver better medical services to the society. For the beginning in Poland, and after that we plan to develop it also abroad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sebastian, I think this is a good idea. Give you 10 minutes for looking for your presentation and to fit to the session, because I can see the next questions. But I think that if you find the presentation, then I will present the next question, which are given by the attendants. Can we give you 10 minutes, Sebastian? And at that time, Lidia Kalińska-Dłabik will present idea of the and the area of the Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital Research Institute. Hello,
sorry for interrupt you, Sebastian. If you have problems to present your presentations, please send me by email your presentation, and I will share my screen with your presentation so everyone can see your presentation by my laptop.
Okay. I hope I will be able to solve it myself, but if not, thank you very much. But it was, I'm sorry, because I haven't realized who said it. It was Stella. Who proposed this option with presentation?
I am Ignacio, sorry.
Okay, Ignacio. Okay, okay. So we will solve it very soon. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay, Sebastian, 10 minutes for you, and then we come back to your idea, to the project, because I think that this is very interesting project, and then we have a question from attendance. Can I ask Lidia Kalińska-Dłabik for the presentation concerning the idea of the idea of the cooperation with the business of Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital Research Institute. Okay. Lidia, are you ready?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, let's start.
Okay. Give me a few seconds. I will show you my presentation. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, you can see it. So thank you very much for the invitation. Today I would like to share with you a few words about Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital Research Institute, about its activities, and I would also like to tell you, about different areas of possible cooperation with the institute. So to start with, as it was already mentioned by Dariusz, Chmielak, the Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital, it's one of the largest highly specialized center in Poland. It's located in the heart of Poland, in Łódź, and it provides professional healthcare in two hospitals, hospital complexes, we could say. One is obstetric gynecological, and the other is pediatrics. In the picture, in my slide, you can see the main entrance, the main building, but then when you look on the right side, there is another complex. It's pediatrics. The hospital was opened in 1988, but later in 1997, it was transformed into research institute, which conducts different activities in many specialist departments and clinics. To name the number, it's 35 such departments, but also it conducts its activities in the outpatient clinics unit, which of course provides full service ambulatory care. The Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital, it's a leading reference center in the field of perinatology, gynecology, and pediatrics. The institute provides comprehensive care, in particular to pregnant women, those with severe obstetric pathologies such as pregnancy complicated by diabetes, cancer, hypertension, epilepsy, and so on. Just to give you a few facts and statistics about the research institute, and to show you the scope of its activity, I will cite a few facts, like 35 departments, which I already mentioned. In our hospital, there are more than 2,000 employees. There are more than 52,000 hospitalized patients annually, nearly 78,000 medical consultations given in specialist clinics annually, and one of the highest number in those statistics would be, the number of laboratory tests which are done annually. It's nearly 1 million. Of course, this data is as at the end of December 2019. And now I would like to show you, different scopes of our department units, because looking at the nature and the status of the research institute, one can have impression that it deals only with gynecology or pediatrics, but it's not so. Let's have a look at such departments as, for example, endocrinology and metabolic diseases. Another example is Department of Gastroenterology, Allergology, and Pediatrics. Or, for example, Department of Neurosurgery, or Department of Oncology, of Rehabilitation, and so on and so on. So you can have, you can see that we deal with many different healthy problems. But now let's move to, the scientific phase of our institute. The Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital Research Institute obtained one of the highest scientific categories. It's category A. And in 2016, the European Commission granted the Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital with HR Excellence in Research Award. And now I would like to show you different areas of possible collaboration with us, with Institute. So to start with, let's move to projects. As it was already mentioned by Sebastian Kawczynski, who had the presentation before, I would like to tell you that Research Institute undertakes many different scientific research and also development activities. And between 2018 and 2019, there were conducted around 50 such projects in the Institute. Institute conducts such projects with different partners, with business entities such as SAPI Hub, with different and other research institutions, with ministries, because Institute takes part in numerous national prevention programs. I would like to just to show you a few examples of the projects which are conducted right now in the Institute. So the first one, it's MediPlanner. I won't, tell you more about this project because it was already discussed by Sebastian Kawczynski. I just would like to add that from our point of view, it's very, it's very useful, taking into account the needs of our doctors, because they really need such algorithm to help them, with diagnosis, treatment plan, and monitoring therapy and patient condition. So we're happy to cooperate on this one with our business partner. Another project I would like to mention here, which is also connected with IT solutions, it's MamoEye. The subject of this project is research, which is aimed at creating a deep learning network that automatically detects neoplastic changes in mammography tests, as well as categorizing patient tests in terms of cancer group. And it will identify a specific tumor in a given patient. This project lasts 3 years. And the main goal of this is to build artificial intelligence to automatically detect the 8 most common breast cancers. So we're still running this project right now. Sorry for interruptions. We have some constructions here in the Institute right now. And the third project I would like to tell you about, it's the project which we have just started. It's Medical Data Bank. So the name of this is Virtual Platform of Medical Data and Modern Diagnostics, Medical Data Bank. It's a platform for managing coordinated medical care for patients from all over the country, with comprehensive archiving and dynamic exchange of clinical trials and data along with the necessary equipment infrastructure. And we run this project with our partner, and this time it's not business entity, it's another, research institute. It's Polytechnic from Łódź. It was one of the area we would like to cooperate with our partners, and you know, as for example, Sebastian Kawczyński has just said, we need a lot of, you know, good data to have a chance for a good project, and our institute has more than enough such data. As I mentioned before, there are nearly 1 million laboratory tests made each year, and so there is, you know, a big spectrum of different areas, and, you know, a possible cooperation with different departments and clinics to start with. What else can we do in our research institute? We can issue product reviews. The Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital started its activity in this area in 2015, and now it gives its opinion on different products in the following categories, such as food and dietary supplements, cosmetics and care articles, toys, accessories, products, rehabilitation equipment, medical articles, medical apparatus, and other. Also, we run at Research Institute clinical trials. Right now, the Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital has been participating in multi-center international clinical trials for many years. We have, extensive experience in these topics, as there are currently 50 clinical trials being conducted at the institute. So I was.
I cannot see your presentation. If you can once again to show us and distribute the presentation, yeah, because we lost it.
You lost it? Okay. Okay. Where did you lose it? At which point? Sorry.
Okay. Because we cannot see your presentation.
Nothing?
Okay. At the moment, yes, we can see the Sebastian.
Lydia.
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, Lydia, this is Ignacio. The problem is that Sebastian has taken the control of the screen, so that's the reason that you don't have your presentation already.
I'm sorry. So I will try to stop my presentation.
Okay.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Okay, Lydia, can you once again log in and show us the presentation, share the presentation?
Yes, but from the beginning or from which point?
No, from that point which you finish.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Wait a minute. So I was talking about clinical trials. Yes, I have nearly finished. Just okay. Have you heard? This. Have you seen this slide about clinical trials?
No.
No, and wait a minute. And about issuing product reviews.
The last slide which I saw was focused on the Mammo Eye, yeah, and then the.
So I was talking like for 5 minutes without presentation. No, maybe
okay.
not.
You can finish as you wish, showing the last slides and.
Okay, I would just repeat briefly about this another project, Medical Data Bank, which is virtual platform of medical data. It's a project which we have started recently, and it's run with our partner, which is Politechnika in Łódź, Technology University in Łódź. And it's a platform for managing coordinated medical care for patients from all over the country, with comprehensive archiving and dynamic exchange of clinical trials and data, along, of course, with the necessary infrastructure. So it's the last project I wanted to share with you, just to give you example of possible cooperation, and on different topics. Because there are so many departments within our institute that you can think of. Practically, you can think of any kind of project and subject you would like to follow, and then you can contact us, as we have so many medical data which are so necessary to run any project, especially talking about IT and usage of IT in medicine. So now I will move to another area, of possible cooperation, which is review of products produced by different companies, because the Polish Mother Memorial Hospital started its activity and it gives now opinions on products in such categories as food and dietary supplements, cosmetics, care articles, toys, accessories, and rehabilitation equipment, medical articles, and so on and so on. So, these categories are not closed. So if you have some different ideas and you would like to consult it before, trying to get a review, you can also contact us. What we do at the Institute, apart from projects, those reviews, we also run clinical trials. And Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital has quite big experience in such trials, as it's been already nearly 50 clinical trials conducted at the Institute. Different trials in different departments and clinics. And at the Institute, we also have Research Ethical Committee, which operates here in order to give opinions on planned research projects. So the researchers and medical staff use, the good clinical practice principles. So you can be safe and aware that we guide our projects in line with all those principles. So to finish with, I hope that I gave you some examples of possible areas of cooperation. If you would like to cooperate with us, please contact on such email addresses which I put in my presentation, or you can contact me directly on email also attached there. So thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you for your presentation. I think that we could see that the area of the cooperation is huge with the Polish Mothers Memorial Hospital Research Institute. If someone is ready to cooperate in the medical area and e-health, of course, please let us know. You can contact with me, with Lydia, and also with the Ignacio. And we will help you with the connection and with the cooperation. And now I think that we come back to the presentation of the Sebastian. Sebastian, are you ready?
Yes, yes, I am. Okay. I have. So, if you don't mind, I will start the presentation.
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay. And could you please tell me what you see now? Is it this what you should see, or because I cannot see my window now? I see only the presentation. Is it okay?
No. Oh yes. Now we have your presentation, MediPlanner, a platform supporting the process of diagnostic.
Okay. So I'm very sorry again for the problems with showing it to you. And I think that now it will take no more than 5 minutes, because this is just the title of our project from the application. We defined it like this in application for money, for European Union money for innovative projects for Polish companies. Here is the short description of our consortium. It's 2 members in it. Institute, which was presented so interesting way, but Mrs. Lidia Dłabik-Kilińska, and our company. Here is also a short description of our division of tasks between the partners. In general, Institute is responsible for meritoric part of the project, and we are responsible for implementation, our company. And the goal, as I told you, is to implement the project to the market, but which is not mentioned here, because of these formal financial issues, we during the project we are able to reach 6th TRL, so technology readiness level. It means prototype tested in laboratories in the conditions similar to real conditions, but not in real conditions. So according to the rules of the project, we are not able to use it, and our partner is not able to use it in real. We are not able to try to make diagnostics and treatment plan for real patients according to the project. We have to apply for another funds to develop it. Here is the information about the results. We also prepared such a short informations about problems which we would like to solve. I could add that in general we see that medicine goes this way, that in fact we have to use machine learning tools in order for preparing recommendations for doctors. We think that this is the future of the medicine, that in some years, I don't know if it will be 5, 10 or 15, but for sure very soon it will be something common to use such a tools on area of medicine. New services, it is what I told you about. And now I will move to the problems. It's only, oh, okay, one more scope of innovations. It will be one more slide about this, and it will be list of issues with problems. This is what I wanted to present more detailed way during my speech. Another issue which I could say more, it's because this cooperation we learned a lot during this cooperation, but in general this is the area which has to be developed by both sides. I mean innovative companies and medical institutions, medical scientific institutions, because it's not easy to plan such a cooperation when our partners, which are very competent people, which help us a lot and are it's very we have very good impressions with cooperations and using these competences to develop our tool. But on the other hand, these people make scientific research, but at the same time they save people, they save people's lives. So it causes some organizational problems. We have to work on it to make our cooperation more efficient. That's all. So thank you very much, and very sorry again for problems with my presentation.
Okay, thank you. It is nice that you find and solve the problem. But I would like to give you one question, one or two. One is from our attendants. Such a project requires cooperation between the IT team and the doctors. Is such collaboration easy? What helps?
This is what I want. Thank you very much for this question. I tried to say something about it 1 minute before. It's in general, the most important problem is that we, because in fact, we are in not such a difficult situation that we have only IT and medical team. It would be something, I don't know how it would work. Fortunately, we have also some organizational team, we can say. It's on both sides. It's Mrs. Lidia Kilińska-Dłabik represents this team from our partner, from the Institute, and I represent the same team on our side. Because we work a lot on organization. The doctors and IT guys are from very different worlds. They work very different. Doctors, their main activity is to make a treatment for the patients, and IT guys try to develop IT solutions, and it needs a lot of effort from both sides to communicate. Communication, this is the main issue, main problem, to understand each other and to exchange information successful way. In general, I can say that we need a lot of, this is one of the biggest issues regarding such a project, to build procedures and to practice communication and to make it successful, to make it efficient. It could be another 1 hour presentation only for this. But what I would like to say, even planning such a project, it's necessary to know and to plan it, to think about it, that this issue will be very important issue, that it's necessary to pay more attention to this and to to secure time, resources for this issue, for good communication, for giving good questions and receiving proper answers. It needs a lot of time and effort. This is what I can say.
Okay. I have the two questions. If there are any from the attendance, please give. First question, when the project is going to be ready, what is the level of readiness of this project, of the technology?
Project is going to be ready at the end of November, and it will be 6 TRL. I mean prototype, tested in laboratory in conditions close to real. This is what we have to deliver according to our agreement with National Center of Research and Development in Poland.
When the project is ready for the market introduction? Because this is a 6th level of readiness.
Yes.
Do you need 1, 2, 3 years for the market introduction?
Yes, we to make it ready to the market introduction, we have to realize another project, and we think that we will, in fact, in November, the new possibilities will be open for this program which we take part in, and we plan to do it in next 2 years.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. Are any other questions from attendance? Please, there are 2-3 minutes for the next questions. I cannot see it in the chat. Okay, Sebastian, because there is no question from attend. Oh, yes, I think that.
Yeah, I'm just raising my hand because probably you don't know that we cannot use the chat because we are not members of the team. So I think that the attendants cannot post any comment, and that's the reason why probably you have not been receiving any messages during the whole session. We are interested, but we are unable to post any message.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I would like to say that I confirm this information because I also tried to write to Ignacio on the chat and I was not able to do it.
Okay. Thank you for the presentation and thank you that you fixed the problem because it was more useful to see the presentation. Could you send the presentation to me or to Ignacio and then it would be good to share with our participants with the presentation as well?
Of course, I will.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and I'm sorry again for the troubles. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Sebastian, for the presentation. Thank you, Lydia, for the presentation. Both presentations are very useful for us. I think that the attendants could see real cooperation between the business and the research institute and public organization, which, as you could see, this is not very easy because the worlds are quite different. Doctors and scientists are in the different world. And the same, the business is in the different world of financing, finding the money for the development and so on. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Lydia. I can see the Ignacio. Yes,
Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Sebastian and Lydia. I think that it has been a very interesting and attractive presentation. It's a real example about the cooperation. So thank you very much for your time and the presentation. Of course, we will share the presentation if you share with Darius or with me. And now we have a short break because next session is planned according to the agenda at 12 and 30. So all the people registered previously, you have received, I hope, the invitation for that session. So please take your free time and we will see you very soon in 25 minutes. Thank you very much for attending to this session.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.